Thank you for joining Crystal Water Tarot. This is going to be a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And let us get started. You all can see the cards. So, the first card that we have is the Three of Wands, and then we have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Just adjust the camera a little bit. So what this is telling me is that with the Three of Wands being in reverse, normally you're looking ahead. You're looking for, you're looking to move on. You're looking for something that you're looking to plan ahead. But with the with these cards being the Chariot and the choices all being in reverse, I'm getting the feeling that something's holding you back, that there is something that you want to do, but there's something in your life where you have plans, but like the Chariot, when it's in right up, where it's not in reverse, it talks about movement, moving forward. It talks about ambition, that sort of thing. But with it being in reverse, it's talking about lack of ambition, that sort of thing. And when you have like the Seven of Cups, when that's not in reverse, it's endless choices. But with all these cards being in reverse and them all talking about finding direction, and when they're not when they're in reverse, they all have the idea of basically being held back, is what I'm feeling. And something in your life, I'm getting the sense, whether it be choices that are not yours, people holding you back because of them feeling that maybe they're making you feel maybe that their responsibilities or something in their life, they've made you feel that something about their lives are your responsibility. Something's holding you back, and I'm not quite sure what that is. It could be family obligations, and with all of these cups here, rather than cups of being of choices, this could be, because this is a general reading, this could be because there are so many different things that could be for everybody. This is a general reading, and this could be so many different things. It could be family obligations. It could be, people feeling that they just can't, they don't have the skill set. They if it's a relationship, maybe they don't feel good enough for this person, which, that in itself, we are who we are, and we should feel that we are good enough for anybody, and anybody should feel lucky enough to be in our lives, because we are special within ourselves. But again, with this with the Chariot card being, something is holding you back from achieving what you want, whether that is a relationship, that is the ultimate family that you want, something. Let's get one more card for this. And again, we have the Strength in reverse. And with the Strength, again, whatever the situation is, you feel that you don't have the strength, or you don't have something to pull away from it, to pull yourself out of where you are. So, and I just don't know. I'm getting the sense that, but down deep you do. I feel that down deep you do have what it takes. I'm having a feeling, we've got the third eye, which talks about intuition. We've got the throat that talks about, having a voice. We've got the solar, which, talks about the inner strength in my view. But I'm having a feeling that, you see what's going on. You're not, you know what's going on. You know down deep that you do have the strength. You do have the choices, but I don't think you haven't found your voice yet. There's something emotionally, whether you're attached to something, you're attached to people, you're attached to where you are. There's something that you don't have the ability to speak out yet. And I don't know why, of course. For each and every one of us, it's going to be something different. But there's something there that's holding you back. And I'm not quite sure. For everybody, it's going to be varied. But, yeah, it's... You do, and I know the strength card is in reverse. But I feel that down deep within yourself, you do have the strength. The strength also talks about the fire, the passion. And you do have that passion within you. You do have that sense that you want to move on. You want to have those choices. And the choices, you're dreaming of those choices. You're watching life pass you by. You're seeing other people have those going forward. But you're not going anyplace. You're stuck. You're not. Something's like has you where you can't go forward. You're not able to make choices like other people, and like you're seeing maybe friends and family, and I'm not seeing why. Again, for everybody, it's going to be something different. Every one of these cups has different opportunities, has different choices. Whether you're in a job that you can't get out of, because of maybe you have obligations and you can't go get that dream job because, if you do, you make so much money and you won't be able to take care of your family or take care of obligations. You're a relationship. Again, for every one of us, it's going to be something different. Can we get a little bit more information, please? Okay, so now we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups talks about wishes, things coming true, dreams. We have the Seven of Cups here, and the Seven of Cups. We've got it in reverse. It's those wishes. It's those things those choices that we can't make. And here we've got the Ten of Cups. Something is being fulfilled. With the Page of Swords, we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and when she's in, it talks about with being in reverse, it talks about being pessimistic, careless, being cold-hearted. And then with the Page of Swords, it talks about scatterbrained. It talks about lack of planning, sarcasm. I'm having... And then trickery, deception with the manipulation. And what I'm sensing here is I'm feeling with these cards coming out particularly, I'm getting a sense that it's people, something about obligations to people. Obligations maybe to relationships that maybe you're helping people. You may be helping support people. You may be doing something for others. And what I'm seeing is that you're realizing your own dreams. You're realizing that you're watching everybody have their success. You're watching everybody you're watching everybody fill their cups, and you're realizing that you do have cups that you want to fill. You're realizing that you do have dreams. You do want to have a relationship with somebody. You do want that dream job. You do want to take that trip. And then however, you do want to move forward in life, and you are recognizing that you do have that strength. You do have that strength to say no to people. And what I'm seeing is that you're all of a sudden, it's being this card of the Queen that talks about the sarcasm, the pessimistic, the cold. With these two cards coming out, and the trickery card and the deception. The deception I don't feel is you. I think the deception are sometimes the people around you in the manipulation, where they try to make you feel bad, where they try to make you, maybe they belittle you, they make you feel bad for what you want to do. They make you feel, when you try to do something, they are kind of like, hey, what about, you promised me, or what are we going to do, or you're so great, that sort of thing. And they manipulate you into staying right where you are. They manipulate you into, with these dreams, they make you kind of stay where you are, so they prevent that movement ahead. What I'm feeling going forward is that you are looking to start to fill your cups. You may be going after something. And in doing so, you're learning to say the word no. And when you do that, and when somebody says, hey, can you help me do something? Or can you do that for me? Or if you come in and you say, hey, I'm going to do this from now on, and I'm not going to be available. Or if somebody says, hey, can you give me a ride to the store? And you say, hey, no. All of a sudden, you're cold. All of a sudden, you're being sarcastic or whatever. People are starting to see you that way because you're not being the person that they could just walk all over. You used to be a resource for them. You used to be somebody that could be used. You used to be somebody that was right there for them all the time. And now you're sitting there and now you're saying, hey, no, I do have a life. I do have cups to be filled of my own. I'm done filling your cups. I've already filled them. I'm going to move on and I'm going to start filling my own cups. I'm going to start having my own life. And that's where I think people are going to start seeing you maybe as the people maybe that you thought as true friends, as people that you thought really maybe cared about you. If they really care about you, they're going to recognize you. They're going to understand what you're going through. And they're going to respect you. But with this card here, this card of the Magician is a throat card. So what I'm feeling is that you're going to find your voice if you haven't already. And you're going to find your voice. You're going to learn the word no. And these people here who have been using you and who have been kind of preventing you from moving forward with this Chariot card are going to get stopped in their tracks, because they may have saw you as somebody who was weak because they could take advantage of you, are no longer going to be able to do that. So, yeah, because I see that we have it here where people have been, again, blocking your path, blocking you from being able to go forward. And right now we're having it where you're coming up and you're like, yeah, I'm not cold. And the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, for me, isn't somebody that's cold. They know what they want. This sword here is balance. It's being held up straight, and to do that, you have to have control. You have to have boundaries. And the page here is like, yeah, I'm just gonna, I've got control here. I know how to do it. And that's where, people are just gonna be like, hey, enough is enough. You can only be walked on so long before you learn how to stand up and do your own truth. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups in reverse is that you've been, the Page of Cups to me talks about innocence, starting out in the beginning. And your innocence, I think you were innocent in this whole thing. I think that, here you were giving, you were offering people, you were offering people support. And now it's not that you're taking it back, but in the beginning you were offering people support, and now you're taking that back. And I don't think you're taking it back and saying, I'm never going to do it again. But, the tides are turning is what I'm seeing. Here the tides are going this way and you're kind of being washed over. But here the tides are turning and they're going back the other way. Here we have the Hangman in reverse. And the Hangman, when he's kind of like this, he's just kind of waiting around. He's kind of waiting for something to happen. And for me, when he's in reverse, he's like, I'm done waiting. I'm ready to move forward. And so he's ready to move forward, and he's ready to come down out of the tree. Because in here's particular. And in this one here, there's like a crow. There's like a pendant, there's like a coin or a pendant. A coin, it looks like. And he's, and the crow's taking it. And this to me is people have been taking things from you for far too long. And so here, the Hangman's, he's flipped over. He's turning over anew. He's going to start moving forward. And again, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse again. And again, I'm still getting the same energy that people are going to think that those who truly know you and who truly care about you are going to know that you're setting boundaries. You're telling people, I've had enough. And in here, she's got her one foot on the ground. She's balanced. And, she's got her flowers. She's got what she needs. She's got control. And in reverse, people may see her as being cold. People may see her as, somebody that's icy. But the point is that they're seeing her that way because she's coming into her own. She's showing her strength. She is showing that, and she's setting her boundaries with these people who have taken advantage of her. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, he's starting to plant his own seeds. He's starting to, you have been, for so long, you have been worried about what everybody else has been growing. You have been worrying about what everyone else has been achieving. Now it's time to see what you can achieve on your own. Here's what he's been planting. And now it's time for you to start getting something back, rather than just continuing to give. Okay, let's get a couple more let's get some oracle cards. Yeah, I just feel that people have taken advantage of you in some way. People have held you back. Maybe they didn't mean to. Maybe they just, I don't think all people, I don't think it was done necessarily intentionally. I think that people see our personalities as sometimes people may see certain people as just givers, and then they just see that's what you do. You know, you just give. That's who you are. Some people refer to people as caretakers, that sort of thing, and that's, you know, in certain people, that's what they're called, are caretakers. And I think that in this case, that is how they may have saw you. And with that fact, they took advantage of that. They just continued to maybe keep you in that role, and you just never were able to live your own life, or you were never able to get out of that role. All is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. Enjoy where you are, for soon you will be somewhere else. And, you know, all at your fingertips. I think at this point in time in your life, or wherever you are, or whatever situation you're in, I think you currently have the resources to move forward, to go on to do something that you want to do, to make those changes, to start filling those cups, to move on, to do what other people have done. Maybe those dreams that you had, you now have the ability. It's there. It's obtainable. It's attainable. You can do that. Enjoy where you are. So, you know, maybe wherever you are at this point, you can start reaching those. You know, you may be at the beginning, but if you're at the beginning, enjoy those stages, because right now you're at a learning point. You can start making the plans. You know, if you're in those new stages and you want to take a trip, planning a trip is so exciting. Planning to, you know, learn about education is so exciting. Planning to paint your house is exciting. But that's where, you know, whatever stage you are at in this situation, you can make changes in your life, and that is exciting. Because right now, you can start filling your cups to where you can make your life exciting, and you can make your life your own. Courage, reach for the stars. This cat is jumping for the stars, and it's, you know, nothing is impossible, I believe, as long as you want to go for it. As long as you believe in yourself and you believe you can do it, nothing is impossible. Envy, find your own. Looking at somebody and saying, oh, I wish I could do that, or I wish I had that. Envy is the greed-eyeing monster. We've all heard that. And to envy somebody else because they have money, or they have this, or they have that, isn't going to get you any place. It is just going to get you in a very negative attitude. It's going to get you in that negative place that doesn't feel good. And it could actually prevent you from moving on. And that is where you don't want to be. You don't want to be in this negative place. You want to be in the place where you enjoy where you are. So interestingly enough, envy, enjoy where you are. If you're envying what somebody else has, you're not going to be able to enjoy your life at all. You're always going to be looking at what somebody else has, and that's not going to be positive. It's not going to be helpful, and it's going to block you from moving forward. Keen vision. As you sharpen your focus, the course ahead comes clearer. So as you identify what you want, how you want to move ahead, what you want, you start to get into those details. You start to really see what things mean to you. You start to kind of you start to get deep in the weeds. You start to really see the light through the trees. And then you start to really understand what things mean to you. Maybe starting, some people, think about, oh, I want to start my own business. But do you want to start your own business because your friend has a business and you envy them? Or do you really just want to plant trees all day and that's what you want to do? So you're gonna eventually start seeing things for what they really are and what you really want. Forward motion. Get up off your perch and move your body to usher in new energy and create positive momentum. Again, unlike the Chariot card that was in reverse and we weren't moving forward, you have to start moving forward. You have to start with something. You have to get something moving ahead to start this all moving. And it's like the first step forward is just believing in yourself. The first step forward is saying, I can do something. The first step is believing in yourself, finding that strength within and saying, I can. You might want to start journaling. You might want to just start identifying, what do you want to do? What's making you happy? And for some, you may just need to figure out what's really blocking you. Is it what you do for other people? Do you need to set boundaries? Do you just learn to say the word no? What's holding you back? What's making it so that you're not being able to fill your cups? Is it really other people? Is it because you're too giving? What's holding you back that's making it so that you can't move forward? If it is people around you, is it your job that you're too giving to? What's holding you back so that you can't move forward, so that your life is enjoyable, so that the things that you want in your life you are able to create? And one final card, which is going to be the an angel card. The moon, Gabriel. God is my strength. Divine revelation, reveal messages, has the power to destroy. But this is God is my strength, the moon and Gabriel. So God is my strength. Maybe meditate. Find, depending on what you believe in, you may want to pray to the spirits or the gods. Depending on what you believe. Meditate, journal, but find, and again, God is your strength. Find your strength within. But this is your reading. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for letting me do it. And I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you and have a good day or night, depending on when you're watching this. Thank you.